Nearly fell over then. Hello, it's Monday. Welcome to Movement Not Miracles with Eat, Move, Be Happy. I'm Anna and I hope everyone's had a lovely weekend. Oh, I've just realised I've not changed my t-shirt. Never mind, we'll have to carry on having a whale of a time instead of an Eat, Move, Be Happy time. So today, Monday, what I thought I'd do today in Movement Not Miracles is just run through a bit of a general mobility session for our shoulders and our back. So you've recovered from the weekend and we're now moving into the week. So let's start as for me to go on. I've come in here so that you wouldn't have to interrupt me.
Is it only, you've got two toilets, or is it overly pointed?
Thank you for sharing that with everybody. I came in the hall because I thought it would be easier than being in the kitchen and being interrupted. But hey ho, let's crack on. So we'll start off with shoulder rolls. So you can do this seated or standing. So to start off with, make sure your weight is evenly distributed, and we're just going to roll the shoulders. So really think of lifting your shoulders up towards your ears and then squeezing your shoulder blades as you bring your shoulders down. When we're sitting in the same position for a long time, it's really easy for our shoulders to become rounded and for you to scrunch down through your back, which is not good for your posture. So think of really rolling your shoulders up, round and down and squeezing your shoulder blades together as you do. And then what we're going to do then is you can do this without a belt. So oh, and there's the cat. She's come to say hello too. So you can do this without a belt. So you could just roll your arms back in a nice big wide circle. You're aiming to get as much movement out of your shoulder joint as you can. I'm going to do some shoulder dislocates with a belt. We did this last week. So start off reasonably wide. The advantage of using a belt, I'm using a yoga belt, but you can use a dressing gown belt, you can use an ordinary belt or a broom handle. Something that's reasonably wide is that you can use the belt to brace your arms and support you. You need to go reasonably wide. My shoulder flexibility is not brilliant, so my hands are going to start off wide. And as you lift your arms up, you can press out against the belt to support you as you go all the way round. Trying to keep your arms straight and trying to do this without letting your bum stick out. So your bum should be tucked under, or your belly stick out. So you're going to work through your abs to support the front of your body and work through so that your pelvis is tilted so that you protect your lower back. And keeping all of that steady, we're just moving through the shoulders. Now gradually you can shorten the distance on your belt. That's harder work for me. Without letting your hips go or letting that belly stick out, without letting your ribs flare out. So everything should be supported. I'll just do a couple more. I'm just about on the limit now of my shoulder mobility. And really squeeze your shoulder blades as you come back around the top. Okay, so my shoulders and the back feel a little bit more awake now. Right, so now we're going to stretch across the front of our shoulders and into our neck. So the one that we're going to do for this one is you're going to sort of, as if you're going to fold your arms behind your back, but you're just going to pull one arm across your back and support it. So my left arm is across my back and I'm supporting it with my right. So nice and broad across your collarbones. Again, don't let your bottom stick out and don't let your belly stick out. And you're just going to stretch away from whichever arm, I'm going to do the wrong way then, whichever arm you have supported. So I have my left arm supported, so I'm just going to stretch my neck towards the right. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades onto the back chest, and you can just release your neck and then go again, because the second time is always better. So you should feel this stretch down here and across the front of both of your shoulders. So we're aiming to broaden across your collarbones, and to do that you have to be working through your shoulder blades as if you're flattening them onto the back of your chest. So they shouldn't be sticking out, because our shoulder blades should move. So we have to work through our shoulder blades in order to broaden across the chest. Okay, I'm going to swap arms. So this time it's my right arm that I'm pulling behind me and supporting with my left. And so this time, get myself set up, I'm just going to move my neck to the other side and release, and we'll go again. Okay, and tactical waggle. Release your shoulders. Now I'm going to do an upper back stretch, and again you can do this seated or standing. So this is a good one to do if you are sitting at a table or a desk. I'll just turn this way around, and we can end up sitting like this. And really, we should be sitting up out of your pelvis. So you're aiming to be sitting nice and tall. So to stretch through our upper back, if you clasp your hands and really reach, let your head relax and reach forward without moving forwards through your hips. So everything's sitting tall, and if you really reach forwards without collapsing, so you have to work through your tummy to support your lower part of your body, and then you're really reaching forwards to get that stretch in the upper back, and then you can sit tall and then do it again. Because we can get really, really tight across our upper back, and sometimes, whilst there are lots of other ways of releasing that, just as a quick release whilst you're seated, that's a good one to try. Now, what we're going to do now is a twist. So let me show you this one seated. So again, sitting tall, and you can use the back of the chair to help you. So I'm twisting round to my right. So feet need to be flat on the floor, weight evenly distributed between the bones of your bottom, so sitting up nice and tall, not leaning on the back of the chair. And we're aiming, I'm turning to the right, so my left hand is over my right leg, and using the back of the chair, if you can, to just twist around as far as you can go, whilst you're still breathing, and stay relaxed through your head and your neck. And then we'll go to the other side. Now this is a bit more of a stretching twist move. If you want to do more of a mobility move, then you can do the one where you twist round and then you bring your shoulders round. So you're working on movement, and one's not right and the other wrong, they're just doing slightly different things. So you might find it easier for you to do some of the movement stuff first and then take it into a hold to try and get a tiny bit more rotation through that spine, and the same on the other side. Because if your back is very stiff, it's difficult to get the movement out of it going straight into a hold, whereas if you are getting some mobility through your spine, through just twisting round first, then that can help release. So test and try it to see how it works for you. The other one I'm going to do today is one of my favourites, it's a side bend. So we've twisted our spine, now we're going to flex and get a nice stretch up through the side of your body. Again, because if you're sort of sitting like this, everything can concertina down. Let me just, sorry, somebody just phoned me. But what we're going to do now is hand down and then reach across the top, and then the same on the other side. So you reach down as low as you can go and over as far as you can go. And again, we're doing this as a bit of a mobility, so your spine is stretching through a different plane this time. And that feels quite nice. And then the final one for today, we've been sort of working down our body, we're just going to do the seated hip stretch, glute stretch. So again, we end up sitting with our legs in flexion, and we're not designed as human beings to sit like that for long periods of time. So this can just help get a bit of movement through your hips. So sitting nice and tall, one ankle supported on the front of your thigh, and just gently push that knee down towards the floor. So you should feel some movement in the outside of your thigh, and then if you just lean forward ever so slowly, you should increase that stretch through your hip. And then you swap sides. Make sure your foot is flat on the floor and you're sitting nice and tall out of your pelvis. And just encourage that hip to relax. And then you can lean forwards to increase the stretch. There we go. And again, with a lot of those, with a lot of the exercises, you can do them whilst you are waiting for the kettle to boil. So little and often is key. So keeping moving rather than staying still in one position for a long period of time and then expecting to be able to get up and your body to just respond and move like it hasn't been sitting still, because we do get stiff, and particularly if we don't sit with good posture. So looking after all of your joints and stretching your muscles to look after your joints is a really good way of making sure that you ward off any of the aches and pains from sitting still for long periods of time. And keep changing your position is a good top tip. So thank you for watching, and I hope your Monday goes well. I think we're in for a bit of rain today, which will be quite useful because we do need it. Check out some of our other ideas on Eat, Move, Be Happy, so www.eatmovebehappy.com for more ideas around health and well-being. So eat better, exercise more, you can work out with us, you can build your own workouts, and we have a full library around some well-being top tips, looking after your mental health, which is a good one to check into, because this week is Mental Health Awareness Week for those of you that didn't know it. So particularly in the current climate where things are not as they would normally be, and we are now in week, I don't even know what week it is it week 9 of lockdown? I actually can't remember, but where your resolve might be being tested a little. So we've got some top tips on mental health first aid kits, building your wellness plan, things that you can do on a very practical level to boost your mental health and well-being, and your physical health and well-being. That's equally as important, and the two are very closely interlinked. So if you're after some more ideas, go check out Eat, Move, Be Happy. There are different subscription levels, and you get 5 days free to have a little look and see what you think. Let me know what else you would like me to cover. Other than that, I will pick something else tomorrow, depending on how my body's feeling, and I'll talk you through it. So have a good Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow.